What's going on, guys? Bengal again here with the long-awaited off-season episode. I wouldn't blame you if you waited and didn't really watch some of the episodes to get here, as we were really bad. Finished 1-10, did have a huge upset win over San Diego State. As you can see, the 2013 Heisman winner is Travis Etienne from Clemson. Jordan from Utah finishes at number 2. Trevor Lawrence in behind him, Sam Ehlinger. I don't know the Tulane running back, but Travis Etienne is your Heisman winner. And Kenny Bush has won Return Man of the Year. We'll add that to our profile. And of course, the offseason is always super fun because you get to bring in new talent. Your returning players will get better. And we're looking to bring in some really good players, including Greg Hall, who is a gem of a player. He's 99% locked. And he, as well as some other players, will not be making any decisions until the actual offseason. So we only have 4 recruits in our class right now. It's not an amazingly huge first year, but I think the talent is there. Overall, we're definitely getting better and getting better for the future. We got our potential franchise level QB. Of course, this is not a franchise, right? But he can be our QB of the future, is what I'm trying to say. Probably will redshirt him because we'll be starting Andy Byers. Only a 2-star. Coming out of junior college, nobody wanted him. I wanted you, Andy. I wanted you. +5, gem, 83 speed, 84 throw power, 75 throw accuracy, and his rushing abilities are great. 78 break tackle, 82 elusiveness, 76 spin, 79 juke. This guy can get it done. We also have Kyle Holloway, who could be a decent tackle going forward. He's not great. We're going to definitely get some better offensive linemen going forward, as we'll unlock, more Coach XP, more abilities for my coach, easier recruiting. But this is kind of like the gem of our class so far. We have a 2-star, we have a 2-star, and we have a 3-star. But Bruce Clemens is a 4-star recruit out of New Jersey, has big-time speed, decent zone coverage, decent man coverage. Nice man coverage, you might even say. It's 69. But Bruce Clemens can make a play or two. I'm really excited. I think this team's going in the right direction. But in order to ensure we continue in the right direction, the big thing we're going to have to do is get these guys to commit and come to Riverside and help us get better. We looked at the stats at the end of last episode, so I'll go over them very quickly. But as you'll see, the season stats, it was a mixed bag, which included, very poor passing overall from Dorian Hood. It was tough to establish a running game. Steven Williams as a scrambler quarterback. He's only a 55 overall because he's a receiver. Played a lot of receiver for us. And he caught 13 passes, including a touchdown. 3 touchdowns from Elgin Collins led the team. And Eric Burgess just managed to get more yards. And then defensively, Brett Claxton sucks, but he was the best we had. 14 tackles for loss, led the team in tackles overall with 55 solo. And Zaire Cruz had the same as well, 59 overall tackles, and then a few assisted, of course. And then Justin Santos led in total interceptions with 2. But we started a true freshman in Malik James, who ended up having a pick down the stretch. So he will get better. So I'm excited for him going forward. But it's time for the end of the season. Travis Etienne was your Heisman winner. And we are in a recruiting battle for a number of really good players here. But you know who I don't see? Is the linebacker. Not the tight end, Greg, but the linebacker, Greg. Does that mean he is commit to us? Ooh, 500 XP. I assume Kenny Bush was first team all-conference return man. It's a ton of XP. So we didn't do well in season 1, 1-10, but it's a 5-year contract. So we're getting better. We're getting better. We're not there yet, but we are still there. Getting better. It's going to be a process. As we get to the players leaving, and in most cases you'd be upset about this, but I am overjoyed because most of these guys leaving absolutely sucked. And if they didn't suck, it's because they didn't play enough to suck. Oh no, my coordinators left. Was I supposed to re-sign them? I don't remember that. Well, I guess we're starting over. That sucks. I like a stamina increase, though. I underrated that. I don't know what happened to my coordinators, man. They accepted jobs elsewhere. I don't know how we retained them. Let's see our players leaving, though. Man, it's a bunch of terrible players. Who actually played here? Corey Blackman played a little bit. All these guys are going to be graduating, by the way. No one's going to the draft, if you thought that was a thing. Oh, Dorian Hood is gone. Good. That guy sucked. Alex Quinones was a senior. Carlos Godwin's gone as well. Let's sort by overall so we see guys that actually played. Marcus Price is gone. Jordan Young made some good plays for us. James Wright played a little bit. Eric Burgess is gone. Carlos Godwin and Jeremy Abbott both played. Isaiah Smiley's gone. And the rest really didn't get in. RJ Wayne, the worst kicker of all time. Bye-bye. I'm so happy he's away. Should I export the draft class to Madden 25? I don't want to export anything. So no. Now, this could be upsetting, as we're not going to have anybody drafted. Now, we could see like Clemson and see Trevor Lawrence go at #1 overall. Should just say first round. Trevor Lawrence, second round pick? I don't think so. I don't think so. Travis Etienne did go first round in real life. But this is going to be bad. Players could want to transfer. John Humphreys, hold on. Hold on. John Humphreys is a freshman receiver from Stanford. He's a 78 overall. He's 6'5", and he wants to transfer to our program. Didn't like it at Stanford. Wasn't playing. Well, guess what? Yeah, I would be more than happy to have you. John Humphreys will be the new highest overall player on the entire team by a lot. Now, he's got mutton chops, which concerns me, and a hairline that screams 40 and not 19 or 18. But that is a huge get. I don't know if you guys remember Ozark State, but in I think the season 1 or season 2 offseason, Devin White transferred from LSU to Ozark State. I couldn't believe it. Now, I don't know who Humphreys is, but he's now a new Riverside Royal. In real life this year, John Humphreys has 17 catches for 252 yards and a touchdown. Not incredible numbers, but we are fortunate to have him, as it is time for recruiting. So, of course, we're locked out on Nick Jackson still. I just haven't removed him from the board. And this is the biggest point of the offseason. 10,000 points to try and get guys like Greg Hall and Joe Downing, potentially. Derek Schultz. Bryson Singletary if we want to. Brandon Eaton. Greg Davis, it's going to be a battle for. Now, we have to decide who our highest priority players are and order accordingly. It's going to be better to go after the main bunch than a bunch of different guys. So I've ordered it in about the right order. You'll notice that I've used 100 points. I offered a scholarship to maybe Darren Kennedy just now, and I accidentally gave one to Landon Owens, and I can tell you I do not want him at all. I already know he will be an instant cult hero if he ends up joining the team. I don't want him, but I do want a lot of these top guys. Greg Hall, I have marked as my #1. He's got great speed, hit power. I mean, coverage isn't even too bad. Block shedding's amazing. We got to get Greg Hall. We only have 10,000 points to get these guys. So maybe start with like 1,500. Joel Pitts, I would really like to get. Another junior college player. But we could use a big-time edge rusher, and he would be exactly that. Michael Hamm, we have to get this player. Gonna put in big points there. I'd like to get Greg Davis. It's gonna be a battle with Hawaii. See, they might put in like 3,000 points to get him. Sam Brown, I think we're gonna get. But I really don't want to miss out. So I'll put in like maybe 700. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't remember any great strategy. But those are the top guys. I think the kicker, I think we're going to get. Derek Schultz. He's a little slow. Barrett Reed's another receiver. He's so fast. Man, I'm worried about this. Joe Downing, we're just not going to get. Let me scout him completely. He's not as good as I thought. He's not bad, but he's not a priority. Alan Hart should be as well. Okay, so I think I'm going to do something like this. I'm putting 800 into Greg Hall. I hope it's not too little. He's really, really good, but I think we got a decent lead on Michigan. And with him being 99% locked, I feel pretty good about it. Joel Pitts is weird because we're 64% locked. I feel like teams could go a lot into him because he is a super high overall athlete. Putting a lot of points into Alan Hart. We got to, make up some ground on Stanford. So I'm trying to put in a lot of points there. We got to stay within 1195 to stay in battle. That's not relevant to right now. Putting in 2,000. Michael Ham is kind of a weird one too. But basically the way it worked out is I feel like we got a decent lead. Same thing with Joel Pitts. I could turn this down a bit and bump him up. It's not really a lot to make a difference. Craig Jackson, I think we're going to get. Sam Brown, I know we're going to get. Joe Downing, I'm giving up on. Yeah, it was wasted points over the course of the year, but I think it has to happen. Barrett Reed, I think we're going to get. Got to give up on Schultz. Fitch, we're going to get. Singletary, we're not involved. And then I put in some points on guys like Darren Kennedy at the bottom here. I think we can snipe them just because the interest is going to be lower. And I'm really trying to get back in with Bobby Anderson. I really want him, and we're behind by a lot. And then trying to just secure Anthony Davis as well to get a running back in there. Maybe we can just boost that up on like Barrett Reed or somebody. But that's 10,000 points. Hopefully we don't get Landon Owens, but this is what I'm going with, man. It's always so nerve-wracking because you get one shot at this. And if you're right, it's great. If you're wrong, we could lose everybody. So we're gambling here, but I think we've set it up well in a way. So we'll have some success. And we'll go to signing day. This is a huge moment. Gene Dangus is now level 6. And this is the damage. Okay. We got Joel Pitts. We got Greg Hall. We got Michael Ham. We got Terrence Fitch. We did not get Joe Downing. We knew that. We got Craig Jackson. We got Alan Hart. We got Sam Brown. We knew that. We got Bobby Anderson. We got Barrett Reed. We got Greg Davis. Oh, we lost. Was it Andre Brooks I was going after, the other receiver? Oh, and we didn't get Bryson Singletary. Oh, that was the other. No, never mind. No. We got the two corners. That's an overwhelming success. Yeah, we lost out on some guys that I wanted. But I would call that an overwhelming success. Got 2 gems, 3-star prospect. We signed prospects in general. I would call that an overwhelming success. Let's see how close it ended up being. So Anthony Davis remains unsigned. I forgot about this dude. I put in points to him. But what happens with him? Joel Pitts we won Joel Pitts by a lot. I was kind of freaking out with that for no reason, I guess. We barely got Alan Hart. We got Michael Ham by a decent bit, I thought so. Craig Jackson by a decent bit. Barrett Reed by a decent bit, more than I thought. Schultz went to UCLA. We got Fitch by a lot. Bobby Anderson was kind of close with Boise State. We made the right move by putting a lot of points into him. We were down by a lot, so I tried to fight back into it. Nick Benson ended up going to NIU. We're going to lose Florida as a pipeline state. Jacob Engel, we never went in on. Andre Brooks, I wanted, man. I really wanted Andre Brooks. 6'4", 88 speed, and we lost him by 340. I would have had to put in 700 points in him, or 800 or something, which we just didn't have. Nick Jackson went to Tulsa. This was a tough one to lose, but I think we got a better linebacker, even if he's a higher overall. Handy we could have got, but he's terrible. We don't want Joe Harrison. Landon Owens to Wyoming. Robert Johnson to BYU. Joe Downing went to Colorado. Singletary, we were never going to make a play on. Eaton to Kent State. But overall, that's an awesome class for us. Bring in 2 quarterbacks. No running back yet. 2 receivers in Barrett Reed and Michael Ham. It's not a great receiver class. I get it. But we're going to be better in year 2. We got a big tight end in Greg Davis. He is our guy of the future. We got a tackle already in Kyle Holloway. Derek Schultz we missed out on. We went big on linebackers in this one. Got Craig Jackson, who will be a really good player. We got Greg Hall, who should be a really good player. At corner, we upgraded big time. Alan Hart and Bobby Anderson. Not the tallest, but reasonable size. Bobby Anderson, about average. And then 2 big safeties. Sam Brown's literally huge. He's 6'6", 215. And Bruce Clemens, 6'3", 223. We got probably our free safety in Bruce Clemens and our strong safety in Sam Brown. Sam Brown is lighter, more lanky for sure, but Clemens is a coverage type. So I think we're probably going to play him at free safety. Position changes. As we are level 6, let me go to Coach Central here and get the opener, because that's going to be big for next season. Let's go ahead and upgrade the opener and go to position changes. Okay. So big time transfer in John Humphreys at 6'5", 216. He's a little light for tight end. He's got 80 speed. It's not blistering for a receiver. And we could develop him as a tight end. Agility is really good. What's his blocking? Can I trust him as a tight end? I'm really considering it. Now, blocking is not great. Also, Joel Pitts has 85 run block, 78 pass block, 90 impact blocking. Does he want to play guard? I don't know. We have some real big decisions to make, but the team just got a whole lot better. Now, the cool thing about when you change these positions, you can see their new overall. I wish Madden had this, like post-draft. He's clearly going to be an offensive player. He's clearly going to stay at quarterback. That's not going to change. But Steven Williams should probably move to receiver. We have Holman as a backup quarterback. He's so bad. Jeez. I don't know. What if Andy Byers gets injured? I want a redshirt Ryan Davis. Is Holman just going to be the worst backup ever? If Andy Byers gets injured, we're screwed then. No, I'm going to have to keep Steven Williams at backup quarterback. Running back, these guys are pretty much going to stay where they are. Unless somebody has great route running or something. Nah, these guys are all running backs for sure. Now, Michael Ham's huge. He, like, almost certainly will stay at receiver. I think we'll probably end up redshirting Barrett Reed. He's got crazy speed. Michael Ham is just too good not to play right away, man. We got to try and be competitive. Brandon Smith has pretty good speed. Would he be an upgrade at left guard? At the very least, he'd be good depth. Be a 62 overall center. I think I'm going to move him to left guard, though. Ryan Haynes is a senior now. He's going to stay where he is. Pop Jackson might move to D tackle. Just because we don't have a lot of depth there. And he would be the best one. And he'd be pretty fast for the position. He's got 60 speed. I thought that was more. We're going to move Pop Jackson, I think, to D tackle. I think Brett Claxton, if we move him to outside linebacker, I think we probably do. Niall Sutherland is just so bad. Yeah, I think Brett Claxton at left outside linebacker. I mean, it says we can't move him because we need another inside linebacker to play there. Maybe Carlos Oakley to linebacker this year. He'd be real light. It'd be a huge jump in overall for him. And he'd be able to fly around. And that's basically the role he played for us anyway. Yeah, Carlos Oakley's going to play left outside linebacker. Now, he's light. Don't get me wrong. This is college, man. This is the Wild West. And we are as far west as you can get here in Riverside, California. Not coastal, but go with it, please. Ooh, that's right. Justin Santos is still sticking around. What do we want to do? I mean, we could move Bruce Clemens to linebacker, by the way. That would be insane. He's not great there. We can see his full attributes finally, though, which is nice. Sam Brown only has 81 speed. That is so slow. That's so slow to have back at safety. Let's see. He's not built for linebacker, though. He's very similar to Bruce Clemens in, like, all his ratings, pretty much. just don't. I think we're going to leave him at strong safety. Now, see, these safeties are not very high overall players at linebacker. Like Zaire Cruz, who tackled pretty well for us, I thought would be a decent little overall there, especially 70 block shed, but he's not. What about Junior Hall? He's got a high block shed. Maybe make him a linebacker. He's not going to play at safety. Bruce Clemens to free safety. I mean, I would consider redshirting him here in year one, just to leave Justin Santos out there, who is fine. But he's so good. Ooh, Terrence Fish was a bust. Only a 63 overall. Guess what? I needed a kicker. And he's got 65 kick power, 62 kick accuracy. So he's a little bit better than the punter we had there. But Joel Pitts is going to be the big one. What do I want to do with him? He is a 77 overall left tackle, left guard, 80 overall center, 77 right guard, 77 right tackle, and then 78 at either end spot, 81 at D tackle. What do I want to do with him? I think we need the help at defensive end. Like, Adrian Chandler is going to take a bit of a step up, but we need right end so badly. It'd be nice to get an upgrade on the O-line. Don't get me wrong, he'd be really good. But who's going to impact the game more? An offensive lineman in NCAA 14 or a defensive end? I think it's a defensive end. Joel Pitts is going to play right end, where he's a 78 overall. Got good speed, really good strength, and his pass rush moves are quite good. 82 power move, 86 tackling. Yeah, this guy he's got to play defensive end for us. Just has to. The blocking ratings are great, like 90 impact blocking. That's insane. But we got to have him at right end for sure. I just want to make sure, is there anything else I want to change? Steven Williams has to stay at quarterback. It's going to be a tough decision to redshirt players this year. It really will be. We'll see our training results. Big thing with NCAA as we go up another level for our coach. The big thing with NCAA is that they said I just got upgraded and I don't have anything. It's interesting. The big thing with our coach, nope. The big thing with NCAA is in the offseason, your bad players, they actually do get better, including the guys you just picked up in transfer John Humphreys. +4 overall speed is rarely ever going to change or change too much. But I thought, keeping him at receiver would be good. He's a little slow, but he's going to be dependable. Carlos Oakley is now a 77 overall linebacker. He's just so light. But the abilities are there. Let's see here. 90 tackling. He had 88 tackling. 88 hit power now. Decent block shed. Oh, he's built to be an in-the-box monster. Look at his coverage, too. He's going to be a really fun player. Trey Battles up +5. Let's do it by position. Steven Williams is up +5 overall. Show me some big accuracy buffs. +1 throw power, +3 throw accuracy. Holman's getting a little bit better, but still sucks. At running back, Trey Battles up to a 75. Get Willie Briggs up to a 72. Denario Watson up to a 70. 2 juniors and a senior. Do you think running back's a need for us or what? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. No fullback at receiver. Saw John Humphreys up 4. Elgin Collins up 4. Same thing with Aaron Duval. Same thing with all these receivers. It's just +4. 88 speed for Tyson Phillips. He might play quite a bit this year. 91 agility, 91 acceleration. Elusiveness is not great. Like, neither is agility or anything. Spin and juke are not bad. Catching's terrible. This is a running back. And I didn't get to change his position. This was a running back. But his elusiveness is not... he's fine. He's a return man. That's what he is. He's a raw speed guy. Tight end, Dex Randolph is now up to a 69 overall. Nice. He's really slow at 63 speed. But what is that catching up to? +3. He dropped the ball so often. Offensive line is actually pretty young. So we're in a good spot with them, as they are into the mid to high 60s. 69 overall for Craig Newman. He'll actually be quite good. It's not bad. Santana Griffin, 68 overall. Redshirt freshman. Love to see that. Ryan Haynes up to a 72. Adrian Chandler up to a 67. So he'll actually be somewhat usable at right end now. 76 power moves. 81 finesse moves from both of my right ends. Love that. Pop Jackson's up only 3 at D tackle. Maybe the position change had something to do with it. Not sure. Yeah, maybe that's why Carlos Oakley was only +3. But he's going to be one of the highest overall players on the team. Junior Hall actually could be quite usable too. 81 speed. Right outside linebacker. Malcolm Sullivan's terrible. Corner. I mean, it's just still a bad group. Like, Malik James is young. He's young. But he's so slow. At 79 speed. Yeah. Pretty brutal. Justin Santos up to a 72 overall. And Zaire Cruz up to a 70. There's Kenny Bush. We could have changed him to be on offense. But, like, I don't know. His elusiveness is not good. Ball carrier vision's not good. Which I guess I would be controlling. Break tackle's not very good. It's just his agility is quite high. His agility is really good. I think he's better on defense. If I'm honest. Coverage isn't great. But I don't really think he's our answer at running back. He's only got 81 speed. He just looked better returning because he has open field to work with. Like, Trey Battle's much faster, much better. Like, a way better player. Even if juke and spin move are a little bit lower. And then our punter, Ethan Campanaro, is up as well. And he gets +4 kick power, +5 kick accuracy. And that is the off-season training. All right, cut players. Who do we have to cut? Nobody. So I don't need to do that. We're fine. Keeps telling me I'm level 6, which is nice. Don't really want to reset my coaching tree. And then we have custom conferences. I'm not going to change anything here. I like things the way they are. We could add another team into the Mountain West, but I don't really think I want to do that. So, I mean, it would be nice to have, you know, an even number of teams. Maybe I will bring somebody in. BYU makes a lot of sense, but they're too good. I think they would win the Mountain West every time. I mean, they're really the best choice. They're just quite good. So I'm gonna leave them out. And BCS Bowl tie-ins, this of course is just the college football playoff if it were expanded. But we really don't have to worry about any of that right now. We're not quite ready to compete for a college football playoff appearance. Hey, would you believe that? I'm level 6. Wow. So who do I want to redshirt? It becomes very, very difficult. Ryan Davis, we know that in advance. He's not going to play this year. We got Andy Byers. Don't want to lose him. So Ryan Davis was the automatic redshirt before any of this even began. Do we redshirt Barrett Reed? I think we do. I think we do. He's so fast. He's so good. But it's going to take him a little while longer to get there. Elgin Collins, by the way, 6'4" with crazy agility. But yeah, Reed is kind of in a weird spot on the team. His speed's going to be really good, but we need to develop him as a player. And Greg Davis is a weird one because he's really fast. But we have guys that are better than him right now. But he can catch better than any tight end that I have. Makes this very tough. I think I'm going to come back to that one. Kyle Holloway, absolute redshirt. No question about it. Not going to play on the offensive line right now. Walk-on center. He's big. 6'5", 293, but no. Yeah, I might as well he's never going to impact. I'm not going to worry about it. I almost thought about redshirting him. It doesn't matter. I could redshirt Joel Pitts. But what's the point? He's good. We're going to play him now. Greg Hall has to play right away. We could, you know, extend how good he is long term. Because if you redshirt, you get an extra year for them to develop. It's going to be +5 overall, but maybe He doesn't even stick around. Craig Jackson has to play right away. Who would we redshirt out of these corners? Our freshman corners are so much faster than who we currently have. I think Bobby Anderson is going to get redshirt, though. I think Alan Hart is going to play quite a bit. But Bobby Anderson, I don't know about him. He's definitely quite good. But he's the guy that I'm, most hopeful for long term. I think we should redshirt him. He won't play. And we'll get him better long term. And corner is something we get to worry about a little bit less. Bruce Clemens is another weird one. He's definitely really good. Sam Brown, too. Sam Brown was a JUCO player I was actually quite happy about. But he's not really that good. He's a little slow. His coverage isn't great. I'm going to redshirt Sam Brown. Which you probably don't want to be a JUCO player, come in and get redshirt, but that's what's happening. And then the biggest decision is Bruce Clemens. He's fast. His acceleration's really good. His awareness is really bad. His awareness is holding down his overall considerably. But he's really good overall. Good catching. Good jumping. Clearly a great athlete. Like, he's slightly better than Justin Santos in every way. Zone coverage is much higher. Do we redshirt Bruce Clemens? I get that it's kind of lame. We bring in these great talents. The team's not that great. And we want them to get better. And then to redshirt them, it sucks. I get it. I really do. But at the same time, the team's going to be better long-term because of it. So, I hate to do it. I hate to go out with a lot of the same players you saw last year. But there are some new starters. Joel Pitts, Andy Byers, Greg Hall, Michael Hamm, even. Yeah, listen, I want to redshirt him, but those will be my redshirt players. It's a bunch of really, really tough decisions, but I think in the end, I think we're making the right call. So let's set our depth chart. Andy Byers, the junior college transfer, will be your starting quarterback, and it's so much better than what we've had. Of course, got Trey Battle at starting running back, and then Michael Hamm is the new highest overall receiver on the team. The true freshman, I hope, is going to be amazing for us. Elgin Collins, Aaron Duvall in there as well. Did I not redshirt Greg Davis? I forgot to. I'm going to do that now. It just has to happen. I hate it long term. I know we're getting better, but we are giving up on a really good player right now. Not giving up on, but we're not getting the opportunity to use him. As Steven Williams will still play some receiver for us. That's a good role for him. But I just can't. I can't play him above Tyson Phillips, who is just so much faster, but also can't catch. It's going to be Duvall and Williams swap, and then Phillips as receiver 4. Yeah, that's better. I'm happy about Michael Hamm. I'm hoping he goes ham, right? How many times am I going to say that? Elgin Collins, Steven Williams, Tyson Phillips. Got Dex Randolph starting tight end. And I think Isaiah Brewer might need to play some more. Or play less. Maybe Tyrus White, who's faster. That could be. Kadir Carlson starting left tackle. Joel Thomas starting left guard. Now, we could redshirt some of the backup offensive linemen as well. The O-linemen so rarely get injured. Ryan Haynes starting left end. Joel Pitts at right end. Pop Jackson, J.D. Glover up the middle. Carlos Oakley starting left outside linebacker, the redshirt senior. Got Greg Hall, freshman middle linebacker with 85 speed taking over. And we get the Hall brothers up the middle. Maybe that's why he came here. To play middle linebacker with his bro, Junior. Craig Jackson starting at right outside linebacker. Justin Santos is the backup at every position. And I think Malik James will play less than Alan Hart. We're starting him as a freshman. He better make plays. He's also the backup free safety. Kind of a weird thing we got going on. Same safeties as last year. We have almost no depth, it looks like. Michael Ham is like no juke or spin, by the way. That's a little bit annoying. We're going to have Tyson Phillips return kicks, I think. It's real fast, real good. And the schedule is not starting out easy. Number 1 Alabama on the schedule, week 2. And then we get kind of a more cupcake matchup in FCS East. Then UAB in week 5 after a bye, followed up by a rivalry game, hosting San Jose State. And we have at Nevada. And then we will host another rivalry game in San Diego State. Went to San Diego State in year 1 and beat them for our only win in program history. And a bye in week 9, followed up by at Colorado State. Versus Air Force at Hawaii. Could be a lot of fun there. At New Mexico. And then versus UNLV to end the season. And the biggest thing, I don't want to create prospects, is to auto-generate these prospects and start adding some recruits to our board. So do we have any more prestige now? Do we have a little bit more? Okay, so in order to have a pipeline state, we need 6 players from a state. So we need 1 from Maryland, South Carolina, North Carolina, and California. That should be pretty easy. Still have a ton of Virginia players. Would like to add Texas. But recruiting is probably still going to be very, very difficult here. The same way it was in year 1. Do have some more guys with interest this year, though. Raul Lewis, Tucker Johnson. These guys are rated fairly highly. Like to see that. Let's start adding some of these guys to our board. Michael Chavis, the Red Sox infielder. Okay. Okay, so I've added 35 recruits to our board. You know, from a number of different positions, going to scout some of these guys. 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, a receiver, tight end, 4 tackles, 3 guards, 2 centers. As you can see, I'm focused on the trenches. 2 defensive ends, 2 D tackles, 4 outside linebackers, middle linebacker, 3 corners, and 3 safeties. Also, 4 athletes who I project to be a number of different positions based on, you know, height, weight, speed, that sort of thing. Like 6'6", 267, and 262. I think these guys are probably going to be offensive linemen or defensive linemen. And I only have guys from pipeline states in right now because I want to keep pipeline states. I want to build up some other ones as well. So we're going to start with these guys and then see how it goes. Oh, that's a big gem. Ty Schmidt, 75 overall, 90 speed, good break tackle, good juke, elusiveness, all that. So Ty Schmidt is definitely a guy we like a lot. Now, we don't really have any bonus factors for him, so it could be a little bit tough to get. What about good old Bob Robinson? He's fast, and that's kind of it. +5 at guard. So Robert Sanders is quite good. What about Skylar Stewart? +6. That's also huge. How's that not a gem? JUCO player. Chad Harrison is the same. Oh, -8 bust. Michael Barnes sucks. What about these corners? Tim Washington's +4, 88 man coverage. Tim Washington's definitely very good. +2 on Jeremy Thomas and Alan Hunter, -1. Let me see these athletes. I can only see 2 of them. Let's do David Kendrick. So he is maybe a running back, probably a running back. He's a 5-star, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing thinking I can get 5-star players, but we'll check them out. Oh, they're really amazing. Yeah, shocker. But we are going to start the season here. Really, really big offseason for us. Got a ton of talent in. And some of these true freshman players and junior college transfers will start right away. Of course, Redshirt, quite a few of them as well. Just trying to look toward the long-term outlook of this team. And, you know, as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was the Riverside Royals. So next up, we'll have week 1, where we'll do a little bit of recruiting and see where we are on some of these players. Hopefully in line to get a lot of these guys. But as I understand, it's going to be an uphill battle for some. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the off-season. This team got a lot better. Can't see our overall right now, but you'll see it in the next episode. The team is definitely significantly better, and we're hoping to be led by a number of new players, including, but not limited to, junior college transfer, junior quarterback, Andy Byers. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
It's insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. I'ma turn taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.